Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. In the last episode, we made a couple of disturbing revelations, shall I say. We discovered that the Tranquil solution was indeed real. It wasn't just a product of Anders' paranoia. A Templar did have a plan to make every mage in the Free Marches tranquil. It was denied by the Divine and Knight Commander Meredith. However, the fact that he had put together this plan, that was disturbing. 2, we also witnessed Anders almost kill a girl, which was great. Amelia is, she's rather scared about what she's going to find in Anders' clinic, but we can't really put it off. Buddy? Hi, how you doing? You almost killed an innocent girl while you were, in justice mode. How you feeling about that?
Trash. Keep. Trash. Won't be needing that anymore.
Anders, calm down. What happened in there? I found Sir Ulrich's papers. This is exactly what Amelia is thinking. Just what the fuck happened? That wasn't normal. She has seen Anders go into justice mode before. That was, the first time we ever met him with Carl, he did that. However, he snapped out of it pretty quickly. This time, he was in there for much longer, and Justice almost killed an innocent young woman. That was highly distressing.
You almost killed that girl?
Justice has been warped by my rage. I cannot contain him any longer.
Maybe it's time to realize your limitations.
Yes, fine. Kick me while I'm down. Clearly, you're right about everything.
It was a suggestion, not a condemnation.
I will not put myself in that position again.
It wasn't your fault. You're giving up. How can you stop it? Amelia does want to do the gently thing with Anders. That's what she's been doing all this time, because on some level she believes that Justice groomed him, that he was tricked into becoming an abomination and that it isn't his fault. However, I get the feeling with Anders that he's the type of person who says, oh, I won't do that again, then he goes and does it again. Oh, I won't do it again, does it again. So Amelia has probably heard that so many times. If you're not going to put yourself in that position, how? You keep saying that, but how are you actually going to achieve it?
You're possessed. I doubt strong resolve will be enough to counter that.
You're right. I cannot change what I am. I should get out of Kirkwall. Go where I won't hurt anyone. Would you have me leave?
And there's the thing. Amelia's heart starts beating very quickly in her chest as, he's saying, would you have me leave? And she can't say, yes, leave. Because she does have feelings for him at this stage. His flattery, how he looks at her when he thinks she doesn't notice, that has gotten to her. He is sort of the first man who has, I guess, had a prolonged interest in her that was purely for her. Back in Lothering, anyone who really showed any interest, they were really trying to get to Bethany, because Bethany was a stunningly beautiful young woman, and Amelia always sort of paled in comparison. Amelia's relationship with Isabella, it was... What's the right saying there? I'm not saying that Isabella wasn't attracted to Amelia, but it was very sexual and very tense. It was like a flash in the pan. I think that's the phrase I'm looking for. It was something that burned bright, but dimmed very quickly. You know, there was no future in that. Let's be brutally honest, there's no future in this, but it has been a steady thing for 4 years, I believe, with Anders sort of flirting with her and with her becoming more and more comfortable, going from, you know, like, oh, that's so flattering that he would compliment me, to, you know, her flirting back, oh, well, you're not so bad looking yourself. So she can't tell him to leave.
Don't give up just because of complications. I thought you were more dedicated than that.
Why is it you can say nothing without making me want to wring your neck? Fine, yes. I cannot give up on this cause so easily. Did you find anything on Sir Ulrich? Or was the tranquil solution just another of my delusions?
It exists, but it was Sir Ulrich's plan, no one else's.
Let me see that. The Divine rejected the idea. Meredith rejected the idea. This was not what I expected. Perhaps I should try talking to the Grand Cleric. Maybe she's more reasonable than I thought. Thank you. I will think on what you've said.
Oh, buddy. Buddy. Oh, I think we've just maxed out his rivalry, maybe. Oh, that's good. That's good if we have. He rather misunderstood Amelia's final phrase. When she was talking about him giving up, she wasn't talking about the, you know, mage rights. She was talking about, you're not giving up searching for a cure for your possession. That's what she was talking about, you know, finding a way to separate Anders from justice. She was not talking about, you're not going to give up on mage rights, are you? Also, do we? Do we have... we have questioning beliefs with Anders. And, oh, I'm going to say this now. My favourite noise in the entire game is coming up. You're going to know the noise when you hear it. If you've played this game before, you're probably like, do you mean that noise? Yes, I mean that noise. It makes me stupidly giddy. You're right, mate.
I've been trying to write down my arguments. To convince someone like you that the Circle is abusive and unjust. You're a mage. How can you not see? Mages' gifts are granted by the Maker. How is it any man can call himself a Templar and set himself above us?
Let's see. Well, first things first, why is the Circle so bad, in your opinion?
What's so wrong with the way things are?
Would you willingly enter a place where they say your very existence is a sign of the Maker's hatred? For all they warn about demons, the most common way for a Circle mage to die is by his own hand.
Oh, would you willingly enter a place where they say that your very existence is a sign of the Maker's hatred? And Amelia's just nodding her head like, yes. Yes, I would.
So, what arguments have you come up with?
Andraste suffered at the hands of Magisters. Thus, she feared the influence of magic. But if the Maker blamed magic for the Magister's actions in the Black City, why would he still gift us with it? The oppression of mages stems from the fears of men, not the will of the Maker. What do you think?
It's a good argument. It isn't. Not in Amelia's opinion, it isn't. You need to lighten up. I'm not arguing with you. Ooh. it's between one of these. On one hand, we could distract him, you know, just try and change the topic. On the other, I imagine that Anders and Amelia have had this conversation time and time again, and it just dissolves into arguing. You know, it just completely collapses. You know, it probably ends with Amelia storming out. I don't think she wants to argue with him. I really don't think she does. You know, she really likes Anders. You know, she has these feelings for him, and she doesn't want to end up storming out again.
You know how I feel. It's pointless to say more.
You defy the circle yourself, yet condemn the rest of your kind to it.
I will make you see. I swear. If I convince no one else in Thedas, I'll at least have you by my side before this is done.
I won't let you hurt yourself. Let's agree to disagree. You'll never convince me. Ooh. Amelia's entire thing is that she wants to fix Anders. She sees something to fix. I have to go with this one. I have to.
I refuse to let you embrace a mad cause that will get you hanged.
I swear, I don't know whether to kiss you or kill you. You're everything I hate. A mage who turns on her own kind to serve the Templars.
But I can't stop thinking about you. For 3 years you've haunted my sleep. I wake aching for you. It is madness. This can only end in ruin.
The noise! I know it's just Adam Howden making out with, like, his fist, but oh, if I could be a fly on the wall, I'd choose to see that. I want to see Adam Howden having a make-out session with his own hand. Ooh. Don't do that again. No, you know, maybe if you wanted to.
I'm willing to risk it.
Be careful. You've seen what's inside me. I'm not always a gentle man. If your door is open tonight, I will come to you. If not, I'll know you took my warning at last.
And we are going to run home! Run, Amelia! Run as fast as your little legs can carry you! We've got stuff to do! And by stuff, I mean a man. Oh, it's... The garbage fire is getting hotter. Ever hotter.
Are you an Andrastian, Fenris?
If I say no, will you attempt to convert me?
Many elves believe in the Maker. I ask only because I wonder if your experiences soured your faith.
My faith was never strong. It's difficult for a slave to have faith in someone who abandoned them.
The Maker didn't enslave you, Fenris.
He didn't help me much either.
And yet you stand here free. Perhaps he helped you more than you think.
I know I've said in the past I'm not all that happy with Sebastian going around trying to convert the companions. However, I will say it's interesting because Fenris actually does start going to the Chantry. He actually starts going to Chantry services, and so I'm kind of like, oh, okay, Fenris. Like, if that's what you want to do, like, good for you, buddy. Oh, get ready for a dumpster fire.
You're here. I wasn't sure you would come.
Justice does not approve of my obsession with you. He believes you're a distraction. It is one of the few things on which he and I disagree.
I'm glad you're here. He's still here, right? I'm not ready for this. Ooh. I do think Amelia would be like, you know, it's... especially considering what she saw in the Gallows Dungeons. She's, how do I put this? She's scared of parts of Anders. She's terrified of parts of him. But then she kind of thinks, well, I can fix those parts. I can change those parts. Yeah, I do think she wants to know, like, is he still in the back of your mind right now?
So he's kind of an unwilling participant in our threesome.
Please don't call it that. Are you sure you want me here? Did you decide you wish something more than a quick tumble with Isabella?
I love her. Oh, Amelia, you could say that, but you won't. I'm only interested in you. There was nothing between... Okay. She left me. That's a lie, so I'm gonna avoid that. Ooh, I'm not entirely sure. Because here's the thing, Amelia wasn't really interested in anything long-term with Isabella. Everything she admired about Isabella, she'd have to ask her to change to be in a relationship with her. Does that make sense? Amelia really admired how confident Isabella was, how secure she was in her sexuality and femininity, how she was so free, how she wasn't scared, you know, she was willing to sleep with whoever she liked, whenever she liked. And those traits kind of made them romantically incompatible. Because whilst I don't think Leandra or Amelia really acknowledge this, Amelia is very much like her mother in terms of her romantic tastes. She wants this kind of bad boy / bad girl, because, you know, Amelia is bi, who has the heart of gold, who's, you know, going to stick by them and all of that. And Malcolm, that's kind of what Malcolm was. You know, yes, he was in the circle. However, I think he had aspirations of running away and being free before he was with Leandra. I think maybe his rebellious nature could have been one of the things that drew Leandra to him. Also the fact that, you know, he was a mage. He was like forbidden fruit for her. And so she was really drawn to that. And so that's what Amelia, I guess, wants. And Isabella fulfilled a lot of those criteria. You know, she was a bad girl with a heart of gold, but loyalty, that's where it all kind of fell apart. Isabella likes to have sex with a bunch of people, and to be in a relationship, Amelia was like, I'm gonna have to ask her to change that aspect of herself, and I don't really want to do that. I don't want her to change. She's perfect as she is. She's just not right for me. And so saying she left me, that kind of implies that Amelia was like, oh, I want a relationship with you. Oh, you don't want one with me? So I really don't think that works. I think this is best for Amelia.
She meant nothing to me. You're the one I love.
When I was in the circle, love was only a game. It gave the Templars too much power if there was something you couldn't stand to lose. It would kill me to lose you.
This isn't going to fix that.
No mage I know has ever dared to fall in love. This is the rule I will most cherish breaking. I love you. I've been holding back from saying that. You should have a normal life, not be tied down to a fugitive with no future. But I don't ever want to leave you.
Get out. No, yeah. I do think Amelia loves him. I think it was rather harsh, oh, she meant nothing to me. Because Isabella didn't mean nothing, but I guess, like, on an emotional level, their tryst, it was purely physical. There was no romantic attachment there at all. And I kind of like the fact that, like, oh, she meant nothing to me, you're the one I love. I think that was the moment that Amelia realized, oh, I'm actually in love with this man. Like, she was crushing really hard, but I don't think she realized how strong her emotions were. And it wasn't until the words kind of came out of her mouth that she realized, no, I actually love you. That's why I got so panicked when, he was like, do you want me to leave Kirkwall? That's why my heart started thundering. It's because I'm in love. Oh, Amelia, you dumbass. I love you, but you're a dumbass. Oh, the things I create.
Don't ever leave.
Do you mean that? Would you have me here, living with you? Would you tell the world, the Knight Commander, that you love an apostate and you will stand beside him?
The last sentence, that I don't know about that, but like everything else, yes.
I want you right here, until the day we die.
For 3 years, I have lain awake every night, aching for you. I'm still terrified I'll wake up.
Oh, what a sweet garbage fire. Oh, Amelia, why? Amelia, no. God damn it. Something I find very interesting about that scene, if you pick the middle option, which it's just hilarious. He's like, oh, I love you. I've been holding back from saying that. And Hawk looks up at Anders and is like, do you want a sandwich? And he says something to the effect of like, oh, you'll be an inspiration for, romantic poets for centuries. And then he goes on to say, he brings it up, hey, the Templars actually raided my home last night, and I only just managed to slip away. Would you mind if I moved in here? And I find that very interesting. Right from the get-go, Anders is manipulating Hawk. In this case, it looks far more innocent because it was Amelia who brought it up to him. However, Anders clearly had plans of moving into the Hawk estate. I don't think for any, prestige reasons. He's not looking to take advantage of Hawk's ties to the nobility or anything like that. However, I think on some level he is like, living in the clinic really isn't all that great. The Templars are getting closer. I need to move. Who can I live with? Hawk. Hawk will let me stay. And Anders, why? It's not gonna end well. Of course it's not gonna end well.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up. May I take him to the barracks time to time? He could help train my guards.
Oh, hell yes!
Good idea. He'll put the fear of dog into them.
Good. I think it's time they face down a good old Mabari charge. How about it, boy? Want to chew on some recruits?
I love how Aveline says that. Want to chew on some recruits? Oh, Aveline.
An elven slave?
Maker's breath, I hope you know what you're doing.
Okay, you have absolutely nothing to say about my new boyfriend, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, from Matcha. Messer Hawk, I wanted to thank you for helping my brother. I worry about what the Templars will do to Karen, but it's what he wants. He is grateful that you defended him before Sir Cullen. Thank you from us both. Matcha. Okie doke, thank you. Good to know that, they're doing okay, Matcha and Karen.
It's very shiny.
Okay, Sandal. Good for you. I'm glad it's shiny.
Well, a new letter on your desk awaits your attention.
It doesn't, because I just read it. Let's head out. What next? What are we doing next? Oh, okay. Okay, I quite like this quest. Y'all can come with me. Oh, well, first things first, let's hand these in. The One True Pantaloons. And then we are going to be heading to the Viscount's office, not to deal with the Kunari, but because Aveline wants a bit of a chat. Okay, he's by the merchants.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new line of work?
Such as?
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future, or any retirement plan.
Oh, I find that very sweet. After Amelia and Anders have hooked up, Varric's like, hey, you're dating. Good for you, madam. But you're dating my best friend. Could you maybe choose a different career path? Oh, that's so sweet. Impeccable both.
This fell into my hands. Recognize it?
Well, isn't that a sight for sun-blind eyes? Thank you more than kindly.
Oh, you're welcome, my dear. I just want to check. Yeah. We just have the long road, and then back onto the main quest. Oh, we deal with the Kunari far too often. This is not how.
There's been so much trouble in Kirkwall of late.
True, and it's all because of the Kunari and the mages. How dare they? Yeah, Amelia did not foresee herself having to make nice with the Kunari. To be brutally honest, she 100% thought, oh, well, I'll be in the circle by this point, and none of it'll be my concern. But no, we're still free. Still somewhere where we're not safe. God damn.
Good day, Sir.
A good day to you too. Now then, Aveline. Hello.
Hawk, I need a favor that I can only trust to you.
Oh, this should be good.
It should be a small matter, but I worry. I need you to give something to Guardsman Donnick, here in the barracks. No questions, and he is not to know it's from me. Yeah, Guardsman Donnick, that's the guy we rescued from, he was carrying the satchel when we were investigating Jevon, I believe his name was, the previous, guard captain.
Donnick? The one we pulled from an ambush?
The event that put me here. But this is a different need of the guard and its captain. And you're doing very badly at the no questions part.
Hey, of course I am! Of course I am!
It must be something important if you're going to all this trouble.
That's none of your business.
How very canary of you.
I already regret this. I'm not about to make it worse by exposing unnecessary facts. You can accept that or not, but that's all I can say.
Okay. And why do you need me to do it?
You need me for something as simple as this?
I protect many people, citizens well beyond the men and women I command. But who do I really know besides you? I need a friend to do this. It's a short list.
Okay. We're not gonna flirt with Aveline. No, Aveline is like a big sister. You don't flirt with your big sister. That'd be fucked up. Aveline is acting very strangely, Amelia is thinking, but if she needs a friend to do this, then of course.
If that's all you need, I'll walk the 100 feet to him.
Thank you. And please hurry back with his reaction. I appreciate this, Hawk. I really do.
Okay. You want to know his reaction? Guardsman? Have a thing from your guard captain, who is only a few feet away.
Guardsman Donick.
Sir Hawk, it's been some time. You're here in Hightown now, right? I think the captain mentioned it. I see your uncle now and then on my patrols, but we don't talk.
Are you A-okay from the ambush?
No ill effects from the ambush, I trust.
They got me pretty good, I'll admit. But they fared worse, so I can't complain. Guard is a good career if you're careful. A short one if you're not. And the captain makes sure we're careful.
I have it on good authority that you are going to enjoy this.
Am I now? It's a copper relief of marigolds? Ah, and it helpfully says so. Marigolds. Well, how crafty. Is there a meaning to this that I should know?
We aren't going to call Aveline's present garbage. Yeah, I'm sure there must be a meaning.
Just keep it. I'm sure it's more than it seems.
It would have to be. Right. I'm sure we both have things to do. Of varying import. Sir Hawk.
Is there some reason Aveline just made us look like idiots?
I hope so. I truly hope so. However, we are going to have to investigate that in the next episode. Come on, guys. Everyone out in the corridor. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.